All right, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Brandon, and this is what you have to do to be able to buy graphics cards in this kind of market or economy. You have to drive, or realistically, you can't even buy online, not from resellers, because everything's so high. And unless you can get it direct from a manufacturer or a store, it ain't worth it, because people are wanting double the price on cards. Now, I've noticed one of the best places to get cards is in your local area or around your local area. I'm driving right now about an hour and a half, give or take. Hopefully there's no traffic, because that'll turn into a 2-hour drive in a hurry. But I'm driving about an hour and a half to go get, hopefully, a 3070. Now, is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it to me. This is one of my off days, so I can scoot on down there and grab this card that potentially is doing $5+ a day, and getting it for a pretty decent price. But a lot of people, I get it all the time, they're like, man, I can't find no graphics cards. And I'm like, I've bought one off of Facebook Marketplace, and then the other two have come from Best Buy drops, and then one from a Zotac drop. So like, they're out there. But I notice in my local marketplace, whenever they have like a drop, like say Best Buy does a drop today, there'll be a bunch of cards pop up tomorrow and the following days. And some people even be like, oh, I'll have the card in at this day, because basically they bought the card and they already want to turn it and flip it for some quick profit. And those are the guys that have the most flexibility in the price. And if you know what Best Buy is charging, you already know how much they paid for it. So you already have the upper hand on negotiating with them and trying to get that price down. So for example, if they bought a 3060 for $5.99, just hypothetically, then you could probably get that card for like $6.50. And extra $50, it does hurt. Maybe $6.75, but at least you get it for cheaper than going on eBay, because man, people are wanting like $900+ for 3060s, and that's getting ridiculous. So yeah, I'll get back here in a second once I get up to the place, and we can get us some graphics cards. The store I ended up going to was Silver Knight PCs in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I took a picture. I didn't get any actual video footage inside the stores. I also dropped off those water-damaged 1060s. That's going to be in another video, but big shout-out and thank you to Jeff down there and Ted. Good, solid guys. All right, let's get back with the video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have secured the bag. We have a new member of the family, an Asus TUF OC 3070, so that should be good for another 60 mega hash onto the mining setup. And I want to thank the old Silver Knights down here in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Awesome group. I didn't want to start recording inside there. They had some other people in there. They're getting quite a bit of cards in, so I know, number one, before you even think about contacting them, they don't ship in-store or in-stock items. They only ship pre-orders. So if you call them and they don't have any pre-orders available, they won't ship them. That's like their biggest thing. And if you do come in store, it's one per person. So that way, I guess, people have a good chance, and somebody, like one guy, didn't come in and just wipe out their entire inventory. Pretty respectable. Their prices are fairly decent. If you go onto their website, it doesn't show them, but if you go onto their Facebook group, Silver Knight PCs in Fayetteville, North Carolina, they actually like update their inventory. They put up pictures, all that kind of stuff, and they show their pricing on there. I got this Asus TUF for $749. Pretty happy about it. Now, it was a little bit more than the Zotac, but I'm gonna be honest, it's a little bit better card than the Zotac 3070 that I just got. So yeah, let's get this bad boy home. I got like an hour and a half drive, and it is pouring rain, so probably about 2 hours, and we'll get her fired up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I am onto the computer now. Ba-la-la-la-la. So the card's been mining for a few hours, and before I show you the actual card hashing, some people were like, because I posted in Discord, what does that card make? Oh my God, what is it making? Right now, it's actually making really, really good money. So if you're direct mining Ethereum with it and getting 59.5 mega hash, which you can technically get a smidge more than that, you're doing $9 a day before electricity, or $8.68 after electricity if your electricity is 10 cents per kilowatt hour. If you're on NiceHash doing Ethereum, $7.92 before electricity. So these cards are making gualar, money, dinero, cheese, cheddar. They're making it all. Now these cards are expensive after tax and everything. I was right at like 800 bucks because it was 740, and then there's 749 tax. I don't know if that included. I was getting some cards cleaned. I don't know if that included that or not. Anyway, so almost $800 for a card that's making 8 to 9 bucks a day. So if this holds out, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't think these pay rates are gonna hold out. So don't buy a card based on these pay rates. But if it did hold out, it would pay itself off in just over 3 months or 100 days. Um, so yeah, I'm more expecting these cards to be in the $4 to $5 range here soon. Just seems more realistic, especially with the EIP coming up, and we may need to flip them over to like Raven Coin or something else. If you, it's actually it's funny I say that because if you're mining Fyro, which used to be what, Z Coin, I believe, it's the MTP algorithm. It's doing 489, so almost $5 a day. And if you're mining dang, Ravencoin, $4.28 a day on Ravencoin. And there's a bunch of other stuff on here too. Xano, Eternity, all in that $4 and then almost $5 range. A couple of these BitTube Cash, $5.25 a day. CoinFlux, $6.28. So there are some other options, but nothing is touching Ethereum right now. Ethereum mining with these with the network activity that we have is just going insane. So here is my actual rig in Hive because I have that machine downstairs running off of a USB drive in Hive mining 2 NiceHash. The Asus card is the new one that I just added. It's getting 59.81 mega hash, and I have negative 200 core, 2050 memory. And just remember, guys, when you're inside of Linux, you have to double the memory overclock. So inside of Windows, this would be 1025 because it's exactly half of that. And I probably could bump that up a little bit more. I'll try 2075. You just have to be very careful because you can push these cards harder and they'll get 62, 63 mega hash, but then over time they'll start to get invalid shares, and those invalid shares hurt your payout quite a bit. So it's like you're, 63 mega hash, but you're getting, 20, 30 invalid shares. You're basically wasting time essentially. So I'd rather run 1 or 2 mega hash lower and be stable, no invalid shares, and just yeah, that's the way you need to do it. But other than that, I mean, I'm absolutely happy. Comparing it to the Zotac 3070 running at the same clocks at 130 watts, the same wattage, it's doing almost identical. It's doing 59.79. So the Asus is actually doing zero point 0.1 mega hash better. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I hope everybody's having a great one. Let me flip this over real quick before we sign off. There it is. There it is. Yeah, so I did some driving today. Did a round trip on the way back in the rain. It did take every bit of probably two and some change hours because I stopped, I got food, all that kind of stuff. So I had almost 4 hours of driving time and buying this 3070. And that's one thing I just wanted to talk to you guys about. I hear it. I hear it all the time. Oh my God, I can't buy these cards. I can't find these cards. Look in your local area. Don't just rely online and Newegg and those kind of things. I showed you guys before. There's tons of Discord groups that have auto notifications and that kind of thing. But if you're not on top of it, you're not going to get one from there. you're more likely to find somebody reselling in your local area. Or if you expand where you're looking, look for some local computer shops, because like this shop is not a big shop. It's in like a little strip mall, and I'm not talking like bad about that. That's perfectly fine. But they're a small shop and they're able to get inventory. So that means you could potentially have a small computer shop within an hour or even a couple hours from you, and you might be able to go talk to them and get cards through them. And it's kind of like, a secret hookup, or not really a secret, but it's just a less trafficked location. Now, Silver Knight PCs, they basically sell out of all their inventory that they have coming in. So I'm guessing that's probably why they did the one per person, and they also any inventory that they actually bring into the store. They don't ship it out, so that way people can't just buy it from all over the U.S. and they're actually serving the local community, or people within driving distance. So I thought that's cool. It enables me to pick up some hardware at a little bit less competition. But yeah, still, it's not easy to get hardware, but it is possible to get hardware. And nobody is going to knock on your door and sell you an RTX 3060 at NVIDIA MSRP. Like, these cards are hard to get for a reason, because they're making money. Same with the AMD cards, 5700s, 5700 XTs. I got some comments asking about those cards. They're absolutely great. I just don't have any at the moment to talk about. If I can get my hands on some, then I would absolutely talk about them. But um, a lot of people are like, oh, you only buy Nvidia. No, I do have AMD stuff too. I just don't have any of the newer stuff at the moment. So as soon as I can get my little fingers on them, don't worry, we'll be definitely talking about them. But a big thing, people were like, oh, 5700s versus 6800s. They're comparing apples to oranges. I saw that in like 2 days ago. That was the top comment on there. You 5700 is going to be replaced by the 6700, and that was actually announced just a couple days ago. I don't know when the release date is, but it's supposed to be coming soon. I don't know if it's February or March, but it should be soon. I'll make a video talking about that here soon. Now, RTX 3060 non-TI is just clearing up a couple things. Silver Knight said they potentially have some of those coming in next week. The release date on those is the 25th, which is this Thursday. So that lines up. If they're getting stuff in next week, then that's after the technical release date. I don't know if they're getting any on Thursday or not. I don't know. But I do want to get one of those to do some testing on. And I have a theory, potentially, if NVIDIA has cut the hash rate in half due to memory access, buffering, or a lot of people have called it different things. But if they cut Ethereum mining in half, are we able to go back to dual mining? So essentially mine like Ravencoin and Ethereum side by side, since it's not going to be using the full speed of Ethereum. I don't or of the memory. I don't know, because would it pick up the Ravencoin algorithm and slow that algorithm down? You know, if it's a 40 to 50 mega hash card before it gets slowing down, then we might be able to get 20 to 25 on Ethereum, and then maybe 10 or something on Ravencoin, pick up the slack, and it might still be a profitable card. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. By the way, if you had troubles trying to get into the Discord, we have a new Discord invite verify system. So the link down below from this video forward is going to be the new invite link. You click on that, it'll bring you in to a channel that you have to type in verify. So that's trying to keep some of those bots and spammers from flooding the Discord. You just type in verify, it'll like send you a message. It's no big deal, private message or PM. Oh, actually, I don't remember how it works, but it takes like 2 seconds. We had some people doing it earlier. No big deal. As soon as you verify, you become, I believe, level 1 or rank 1, and then you can see most of the chat rooms. There are a couple that are limited to higher level or higher tier, just so it kind of incentivizes staying around, and it doesn't get as cluttered up in those rooms, because there's a lot of people jumping into Discord, and a lot of messages are getting like pushed up and not even getting acknowledged. So with that being said, I want to wish everybody a good night and a peace and adios, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye. Need to shave. Need a haircut. Yeah. Mm.